Hey guys, this is WWE Contours and I'm leaving you my Raw review and my SmackDown review. So this is a weekly review. So last week was Extreme Rules, this week is Raw and SmackDown. So John Laurinaitis opens the show and refuses to be disrespected by John Cena by calling him an idiot and all that, and he refuses by being make fun at from his voice, because everybody makes fun of his voice, including John Cena. Like, especially John Cena, because he always makes fun of his voice, like last week and so many times before. And he's saying that this match between them, John Cena and John Laurinaitis at Over the Limit, is going to be bigger than Extreme Rules and WrestleMania. In my opinion, I doubt that. And he's saying that he is The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Hulk Hogan into one, all in one, and he thinks that he's better than everybody else. So then he puts pictures of All Japan, like his wrestling career was All Japan, and it was quite impressive because he's a professional wrestler. So yeah, CM Punk interrupts and he says that after he beats Daniel Bryan Over the Limit, he's gonna watch the rest of Over the Limit, and he's gonna watch John Cena beat John Laurinaitis. And then John Laurinaitis puts CM Punk in a match and against Lord Tensai. So Lord Tensai is quite boring to me, but still, CM Punk says with confidence, he says that he's looking forward to challenge this new person of him. Big Show backstage bumps into John Laurinaitis, and John Laurinaitis says, "Watch where you're going." Big Show makes fun of John Laurinaitis' voice, and then Eve sees him and she's quite angry, and Big Show just walks away. And then it was Big Show versus Cody Rhodes for the Intercontinental Championship, and Big Show won by countout because Cody Rhodes he's a coward, and he just walks away. After the match, Eve comes in and she says that she demands Big Show to apologize. And then Eve says that she was sure that the industry wasn't crying out for a 7 feet, 450 pound, 40-year-old freak. That basically, and then Big Show's smile has been wiped off, and then he just apologizes. Then it was Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston, and then basically, yeah, and then Dolph Ziggler defeats Kofi Kingston, and then John Cena on a promo against John Laurinaitis via satellite on the big screen, and he gets interviewed by Michael Cole. Michael says that if John Cena is scared, John Cena, he replies with a brilliant answer, saying a genius answer. He says that the only fear he has is if John Laurinaitis, injures himself before even the match starts. So that was a brilliant answer from John Cena, a strong recommended answer for him. That's awesome, and John Cena can't wait to kick his So then, yeah, that's what happened. A very, very fine speech from John Cena, strong and confident speech from John Cena. I'm looking forward to John Cena beating John Laurinaitis Over the Limit, like always. And then it was Chris Jericho and Alberto Del Rio, his partner, versus Randy Orton and the World Heavyweight Champion Sheamus. Chris Jericho and Del Rio defeated Randy Orton and Sheamus. What happened was that Sheamus hits Chris Jericho with an Irish Curse backbreaker, and then Randy Orton RKO's Alberto Del Rio, and then Sheamus accidentally bro kicks Randy Orton, and then Jericho cod breaks Sheamus, and the winner was Chris Jericho and Alberto Del Rio. After the match, Randy Orton RKO'd Sheamus, and then backstage, Jericho, Orton, Del Rio, and Sheamus start arguing and fighting over who gets a world title shot at Over the Limit. Right now, Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio, but at Johnny's office, they were all arguing, and John Laurinaitis put everybody in a fatal 4-way match. Genius, absolutely amazing. It's going to be an awesome match. Possibly match of the year. It's going to be awesome. Chris Jericho versus Randy Orton versus Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's awesome. One of the best people. So then that's what's going to happen at Over the Limit. Cannot wait. Don't know about you guys, but I cannot wait. Brodus Clay versus The Miz. Before the match starts, The Miz says that he is absolutely embarrassed by facing some kind of person that he shouldn't be even deserve to face because he's the most must-see champion. And then Brodus Clay defeated The Miz. Triple H is scheduled to appear live on Raw next week. Brock Lesnar's music hits, everybody gets crazy, a lot of booing as well. But it wasn't Brock Lesnar, it was the return of Paul Heyman. He was a former ECW general manager. Paul says that Brock is an honest man. He says that Brock doesn't deserve to get booed like this since day one. And he reads out Lesnar's statements about this company as he came back on the paper. It says that it felt good that he bringing the pain to John Cena and Triple H. He doesn't care about Triple H and he holds everything in charge and he should be the face of this company. And he also says that he quits and he's never coming back because since day one they have been booing him. The fans have been booing him. It was absolutely bad for him, but I don't think that's even true because the fans were absolutely gone crazy, except for the little kids because they don't like Brock Lesnar. They hardly even know Brock Lesnar. Like me, I hardly really know him. And then basically what happens is that a lot of booing, a lot of actually cheering for Brock Lesnar quitting this company. And then it was the main event announced, saying that it was a 2-on-1 handicap match. Daniel Bryan and Lord Tensai defeated CM Punk. Basically, Tensai puts Punk in a that green thingy thing on his face, and then after the match, Daniel Bryan does the yes lock on him and keeps saying yes, yes, yes. So then that's what he does, and he thinks he's victorious, and he thinks he's gonna win at Over the Limit. But I doubt that. But I will think that Over the Limit will be a great pay-per-view because of two matches. The championship between CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, and Sheamus, Randy Orton, Alberto Del Rio, and Chris Jericho. That's going to be an awesome match. Better than John Laurinaitis and John Laurinaitis and John Cena, so I get mixed up with people. And it will be better than Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. So that was Raw. Let's get on to SmackDown. It was 11th of May 2012. Chris Jericho, Randy Orton, Alberto Del Rio and Sheamus start brawling each other backstage, start fighting each other, referees break them up, and that's what happens in the beginning. And then it was Daniel Bryan versus Big Show. A little bit of help from John Laurinaitis makes Daniel Bryan victorious, because what happens is that Daniel Bryan does the yes look on Big Show, but John Laurinaitis demands the referee to just ring the bell very quickly before even Big Show tapped out. He did not tap out. It's like a screw job that Vince McMahon did to Bret Hart in 1997 at Survivor Series. A bit like that. I don't know why he's doing that to him. Probably because him making fun of John Laurinaitis' voice like last week's Raw, or what I just told you right now. And then it was Randy Orton versus Alberto Del Rio, and Randy Orton defeated Alberto Del Rio by disqualification. And yeah, that's what happens. R-Truth defeated Jack Swagger. I think R-Truth, his hair looking really good, and it's good that he is once again a champion with Kofi Kingston, who is really annoying. But still, a really, really good team. Fine team. And then it was Brodus Clay versus Hunico. Brodus Clay squashed Hunico, therefore he defeated Hunico. And then it was the main event, Sheamus versus Chris Jericho. Sheamus defeated Chris Jericho by disqualification. And Alberto Del Rio runs in for the disqualification, attacks everybody, and then Randy Orton hits the RKO on Del Rio. And then Jericho escapes, he gets out of the ring. And then it's a stare down between Randy Orton and Sheamus, the two faces. I think that Randy Orton should turn heel because that's possible for him to turn heel. I don't want Sheamus to turn heel again. I just want Randy Orton to turn heel because he's really bad at face. I mean, he's not really bad. I mean, he's just, you know, he's predictable for his matches. He doesn't know that much moves. He just does those comebacks and that's it, just wins. So I think he should like get some more moves or just turn heel, because I liked him heel against Triple H in all those other days. So that was SmackDown. That was Raw. Not bad Raw. Okay. What am I kidding? It was a bad Raw, but still, SmackDown I thought was better than Raw. Finally, it's not finally that Raw is just boring and SmackDown is too boring. It's that Raw is boring and SmackDown is better. So SmackDown is improving. I hope that keeps coming. Raw needs to get a little pickup. I think Raw will be fine maybe next week or maybe after over the limit. It's just that Brock Lesnar is gone. So yeah. So that is all the time I have for today. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, like my videos. Peace!